Ben Simmons has just entered the top of the NBA trade market once again, and the team that he's being linked to, it's actually a good idea. As of right now, Ben Simmons has yet to play a single game for the 76ers this season. And with the NBA trade deadline soon approaching, the Atlanta Hawks has just become a very popular target, Ben Simmons joining TRAE in Atlanta. The rumor says this: the Hawks emerge as new suitor for a possible Ben Simmons trade. Right now, Ben Simmons is being linked to multiple teams: the Sacramento Kings, the Timberwolves, the Pacers, the Cavaliers, and even the Lakers. But from what it sounds like, the Atlanta Hawks have the best odds. Shams Charania of The Athletic says this: the Hawks are an emerging potential landing spot for Ben Simmons, whose Defensive Player of the Year caliber play would surely elevate one of the league's bottom 5 defenses. As of right now, the Hawks have one of the best offenses in the league, and of course it's because of TRAE. TRAE is a starting caliber all-star this season and is putting up amazing numbers of 29 points per game and nearly 9 assists per game, but the problem is their defense. They don't have a go-to defender or somebody that can stop the ball when needed. And that's simply where Ben Simmons comes in. He joins a great offensive team that brings in his defense, and of course, with the Hawks already having good 3-point shooting, Ben Simmons' 3-point deficiency won't really affect the offense as much. So the question is, how can the Hawks get Ben Simmons? Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day, so be sure to hit the subscribe button to not post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, do me a solid and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. It would help with the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about Ben Simmons going to the Atlanta Hawks. In that Shams Charania report, he continues and says this: in scanning the Hawks roster, it's obvious that John Collins, who signed a 5-year, $125 million deal in restricted free agency last offseason, and Cam Reddish are among the players who could create a package for Ben Simmons. It's unclear whether the Hawks are ready to put such a proposal on the table after making a run to the Eastern Conference Finals a season ago. We know this so far: the Hawks as a team, when playing good offense, when playing good defense, they're actually a very good team. Right now, they're recognized as one of the deepest teams in the league, and I do believe if they get it together, they could go all the way back. And of course, building around TRAE has been a conversation over the past couple of seasons, but as so far we've seen it's been working. But with the Hawks right now struggling, they have a record of 17-22 in the Eastern Conference and are ranked as the 12th seed. They need a spark change, something to happen that would elevate their roster to another level, and I do believe getting Ben Simmons would simply give them that opportunity. When talking about John Collins specifically, we just got a report that John Collins is reportedly frustrated with his role in Atlanta as Ben Simmons trade rumors swirl. As of right now, John Collins is not happy with the outcome of the team. He just signed a 5-year extension, and of course, he can be frustrated. If he's going to be with his team for the next upcoming 5 seasons, 5 years, he wants to see improvement. And of course, if the Hawks are getting worse than they once were, John Collins wants to move. Shams says this: Collins, however, has grown increasingly frustrated over his role in Atlanta. Multiple sources have told The Athletic. His shot attempts per game and usage rate have decreased in each of the past 3 seasons. Even as The Athletic, energetic Collins has improved his offense repertoire. The 6'9" big man has challenged the Hawks locker room on multiple occasions to play team basketball and commit to one another this season. Oftentimes, Collins has felt his voice go unheard. John Collins says this: I've banged my head on the wall a couple of times trying to figure it out myself. There's really no excuse. Collins said Friday night after the Hawks 134-118 loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles, all I can say is it's unacceptable and we have to dig down and do the things necessary to win, or this is going to be the result every single night. John Collins is frustrated and a move has to happen. Let's go Ben Simmons, Philadelphia 76ers. What is the ultimate deal that would get this done? If the Hawks want Ben Simmons alongside TRAE, this will be the deal. It will be the Hawks offering up John Collins a $23 million deal, Cam Reddish $5 million, DeLon Wright $8 million, and 2 draft picks in exchange for Ben Simmons. I believe this will be the perfect deal to give the Atlanta Hawks that defensive presence they're currently looking for to improve their roster alongside TRAE. On the Sixers' perspective, I believe this trade makes their team a lot better in general. When I think about it, Ben Simmons has not played a single game for the Philadelphia this year. And oh boy, imagine trading somebody that's not active and getting John Collins, Cam Reddish, DeLon Wright, plus future assets, that in general is a great win for the Philadelphia 76ers. And Joel Embiid can have somebody to start with him at the front court, with him at center, John Collins power forward, and then shift Tobias Harris to play small forward. And of course, with them still having Seth Curry, Danny Green, Tyrese Maxey, Philadelphia is still a contender. On the Hawks' perspective, Ben Simmons by far is the best player in this deal, and he can easily come in to be the starting power forward alongside Clint Capella at the front court, while Trae Young, Bogey, Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter, even Danilo Gallinari will still have playing time. The Hawks' main core stays, but of course I do believe they get an upgrade of Ben Simmons over John Collins. With Ben Simmons also being known to being a great playmaker, Trae Young can also be a great catch and shoot player and space the floor. So of course this brings the Hawks more of an offensive nightmare playbook, and of course with Ben Simmons coming in, the Hawks finally have somebody that can stop any player in the NBA. The Hawks right now are a top suitor to get Ben Simmons, and I believe this is the perfect deal. But I do want to mention this though, as of right now the Philadelphia 76ers are actually trying their best to keep Ben Simmons. This would be their #1 priority entering the NBA trade deadline. They don't want to trade Ben, and maybe if they don't get a trade done, Ben Simmons might actually stay. According to Mark Stein says, convincing Simmons to rejoin the team and play as much of the remaining schedule as possible, according to one source familiar with Philadelphia's thinking, is the club's goal #1 when it comes to the wayward playmaker. The report continues and says, yet it has likewise been evident for weeks, if not months, that the Sixers don't subscribe to the notion that they were wasting a year of Joel Embiid's prime if they hold off on Ben Simmons' deal until the offseason. Philly's fear is that it could do something much more damaging and squander the opportunity to acquire a true complementary star to Embiid. If it rushes into a deal this season for the various headliners it could get immediately, like for example, De'Aaron Fox of the Kings or Cavaliers' Colin Sexton, or even the best package with teams such as the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Indiana Pacers, San Antonio could present. So from this report, it looks like the Sixers are kind of hesitating. They're not 100% sure what they want to do with Ben Simmons yet. They're still testing out the waters, and within this next upcoming month, I do believe more has to happen. More inquiry, more investigation, more phone conversations for them to actually trade Ben Simmons. But if I'm going to give you my personal opinion, I do believe Ben Simmons should be traded and will be. But yes guys, this wraps up my video for today talking about Ben Simmons being traded to the Atlanta Hawks. What's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts. Do you believe Ben Simmons will be a good fit in Atlanta, or do you believe the Sixers should trade him somewhere else? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!